up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It is your main man, Juggernaut of multi-platinum production team Arkatech Beatz. Shout out to my partner, Mike Trauma D. We are doing the music review live series. We've been on for approximately about 2 months, give or take. And we've been basically reviewing your songs and all your beats. We're looking for people, of course, to see who we can see who's next in the game. You know, people are looking for artists to, possibly collab with, producers to possibly collab with. At the same time, helping folks to get their iron, to sharpen their iron. If it's your first time here, make sure you like, commenting, and subscribing. If you don't know about us, Arkatech Beatz, we're responsible for producing for your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, man. Big Pun, Nas, Prodigy, and Mobb Deep. Raekwon the Chef, Jadakiss, The Game, Max B, French Montana, Wiz Khalifa. You know how long that list is? Lloyd Banks, let me keep going. Killer Mike, Freddie Gibbs, Waka Flocka Flame, Shorty Low. And the list goes on and on and on and on. So, like I said, welcome if it's your first time here. Make sure that you like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that follow button. Tapping that screen to let folks know that you're down for the cause and helping the algorithm. We will get into playing a few tunes tonight. We are on limited time because, hey, man, we're just working, man. And, we're working on different projects. Shout out to my boy, Sean Anthony Baker. He's in the building. And just so that you can understand what's going on with this, we're doing our thing. Willie, what's up? So we out here doing what we do. We're going to listen to a few tunes in the meantime while the algorithm starts to heat up. We're just going to be playing a few records. So, we'll let for people jump into this thing. Let's go. We're going to play some Cody. New joint called Insane.
Arkatech Beatz.
What do you do when the love's that good? Every single inch is working like it should. What's a girl to do when a man's that fine? Feeling like a diamond, shining all the time. When he says he wants me, baby, don't you know? It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you. What do you do when the love's that good? Working like it should. What's a girl to do when a man's that fine? Shining all the time. When he says he wants me, baby, don't you know? It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you. No, it drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby. It drives me insane and I can't stop thinking about you, baby.
Shout out to everybody jumping into the live, man. We're doing live music reviews tonight, man.
Arkatech Beatz.
Arkatech Beatz, man. Big Pun, Nas, Prodigy, Mobb Deep, producers. Max B, producer. Why you do that? Shout out to Max B, French Montana.
Yeah,
Cold Quest 3.5 out now. Production by us.
Don Valley, rails was popping. 48, I see you, baby, let's roll. Yeah, I gave him a signature on the C-note. When it come to these speakers, I'm the keynote.
Let's go, man.
Glock 19, tucked in the Pico. I'm a peacock, she like the deep throat, mom. Do new tricks, get it all clean. $250,000 on the truck, I'ma get it all green. Don't you fuck with the EMG, niggas all team black. Stevie and more, bigger cross seas, we be on patrol. Money won't fold, sweet and sour on the bagel. Honey Try to show my man a glow, but done he on parole. Damn, P.O. a dick, money on patrol. Damn, I been chose, better off roll. Don Valley on the building, letters all bold. I just hit me a royal flush, better on fold. On the oven, I bake cakes, but better on the stove, yeah.
If you wanna make 1 million, you gotta make 2. Say don't bring sand to the beach, I brought the beach through. When New York fell off, Montana brought the east through. Malibu estates,
listen, man, Coke Wave 3.5 out now, Max B, French Montana. This song is called Me Too. It's produced by us, Arkatech Beatz. For those who are submitting their records and want to understand who they're submitting their records to, just so that you understand that you're submitting your records to people who are doing it in real time, active real time, with those legacy credits: Jadakiss, Lloyd Banks, Big Pun, Prodigy, and Mobb Deep, Killer Mike, Wiz Khalifa currently. We're doing all the new stuff and we're doing all the old stuff. So just so that you know what it is. For those who are looking to submit their music, man, make sure you're submitting to the link on the screen. Like I said, what are we listening for? We're listening for different artists. We're listening for different producers. If you're a producer, you want to join our school community so that you can learn music production, it's just the link is on the screen. We're helping folks to learn that. It's school.com/Future Producer Society. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get folks to learn the music business, how it really works, and at the same time learn different techniques as it relates to their music production and those type of things, because we're also showing folks how to do that. We also have those tutorials, those courses, those things for live cook-ups. So we want to make sure that folks are not only learning how to do music production, but we also want folks to understand the business behind it and learning it from people who are really doing it and have really done it. You know, I've been an A&R consultant. I've been brand ambassador for big brands. I've worked with every single artist that you can name of that's in the top 10 and most people's top 10 lists. So we're here. We're doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribing and following. We're going to jump into this, a few music reviews. We don't have a lot of time. Like I said, we're limited time this evening. So I want to just jump into a few things. If you're looking to get heard tonight live, we have approximately 617 submissions in this queue. I think the queue is upwards of 200. So, you know, if you're trying to get listened to tonight, your best bet is to try to skip the line. Let me see what we got going on here now. I got this thing called Rockin' Remix by Sofuego and Kailu. I don't know what this is, but we're going to take a listen to it. Let's see what it sounds like.
Let's go. Let's go.
Listen, folks, man. Listen, I understand what you guys are trying to do with this music. You have to make sure that it's audible. What's happening with something like this is that it's not audible. It's completely overloaded in terms of it's just too loud on the output for us to hear it. And then you have these lyrics that we can't hear on top of music that's already overloaded. It's a recipe for disaster. So it creates a music bed that just really is inaudible. And I know a lot of people are looking at this song and these songs and trying to figure out, like, how come we can't get any views? It's because people can't listen to what the hell is happening. We can't listen to that. We can't listen to music that's completely overloaded in the signal processing. We can't listen to music that has, vocals that are overly auto-tuned, and we don't understand the lyrics or the raps that you guys are dropping on your songs. Like, I hate to want to tell you guys, but that era is this era of like kind of inaudible mumble melody music is over with. I'm sorry, it's had a little bit of a run, but it's no longer it, people. And you gotta start to move forward in terms of trying to get these songs to sound like something in order for you to be able to stick around. So I would tell you to take this record and try to see if we can get it to be audible. Because after this, right now, we can't even listen to it. It's definitely oversaturated. It's to the point of over distortion, and it's just not really for us to be able to listen to. So, shout out to you. Thank you for submitting. But again, we just can't listen to that the way that it's sounding currently. We're gonna jump into one next joint. It's called "Jelly Girl" by Washer. Let's take a listen. Let's see what this song sounds like. Shout out Straight Facts, man.
Living in a world where I'm always right. You can win this fight. I'm a jealous girl living in a world. You
Chocolate Boy Swagger, what up?
this fight.
Part of the record right here, I think we should have tapped into this a little bit stronger. This record in the beginning, it has
Living in a world
it's using a vocal sample that goes, but it's slightly off.
where I'm always right. You can win this fight.
And see, that's that tune is off from where the piano is.
I'm a jealous girl living in a world. You can win this fight.
Listen, man, I would take that vocal, man, and run it into Suno with the beat, and get a cover that actually goes with the tune of the record. Because as it is, the vocal sample is pretty cool. It's just like it just doesn't match the tune. Now you can try to see if you can auto tune it down, or see if you can tune it through your MPC to see if you can get it to match without it changing the tempo. You could try it that way, but it's not matching the tune of the rest of the instruments. The string is a little louder than it needs to be. Boy Swagger, what up? It said, "Do you have the rights to Suno?" We'll try to answer that after we kind of go through this. Try to answer that as we go through through this music. And I'll be honest with you, man. Remember what I told you guys about Suno. You have to assume that you don't have the rights to anything if you don't change it. You know what I'm saying? You have to make that core assumption that if you're going to take an output from Suno and just run that as yours, I believe that you're going to have issues with that. Like, although it tells you that you'll be able to use it and so forth and so on, you have to understand, man, it doesn't put you in a position to be able to copyright and have ownership of it. You have to add human elements to it in order for you to get to that point, right? They've already established and told us that if you don't have human elements in your records or human elements in anything that's produced by AI, you can't copyright it. So what's basically what would we say ownership is? Ownership is music that we'll be able to copyright, right? Music that we'll be able to exploit and protect from other exploitation and monetize the exploitation of that music. But if you can't copyright it, how can you do that, right? So at the end of the day, we have to treat outputs from Suno and other AI sources like how we treat samples, man, right? Like these are all going to be derivatives in some cases, but the difference here is that you have permission to use these derivatives versus having to get permission from somebody else to use their derivatives, right? But you have to also make sure that you're adding on and creating new elements of the new work, so it puts you in a position to be in the driver's seat, right? Now, I think sometimes people sometimes look at language and say, oh, hey, you don't own it, but you can copyright it. Listen, if I can copyright it and I can exploit it without anybody telling me what to do with it, that's as good as having ownership. But to this Jelly Girl track, I just like this vibe. It's really mellow. I believe that the bass is going up a little bit. This part right here, and if we can just bring that string down, but see with those guitar elements, those make this record real fly. Yeah, Washer. If anything, I would like to say just those few things that I was talking about, maybe by just getting this mix a little bit better, and just really kind of I think you should lean on the guitar more. I think that's a better element than some of the other stuff. The vocal sample for me is cool, and we could have used that as the hook, but it's not in tune, and I think you probably understood that. That's probably why you didn't bring it back in. Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. Down, I see you. Straight facts, I see you. This is Justine, what up? We're doing a lot of music reviews tonight. Yeah, I would have really leaned on that vocal sample to be the stronger part of the hook, and make sure they get it in the beginning, middle, and end. And it's really working on this mix on this, but for the most part, I think this is pretty cool. Keep working. I think you're on the right track in terms of like just the way your stuff is structured and the way the rest of the instrumentation is going, and the rest of your sample selection, I think, is pretty solid. Just kind of pay attention to the mixes and where things are landing. In terms of like your sounds, making sure stuff isn't overpowering the overall mix of the record. That's that string. And I think you should be good to go. You know what I mean? Shout out to you for submitting. Appreciate that, man. We're going to kind of keep this thing moving for a little bit. Like I said, we're going to be on for a very short period of time tonight. Sean Baker in the building. You know what I'm saying? Working on this next project. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? My brother in the building today. You know what I'm saying? We've been rocking and cooking up all day. So cooking up that next heat for y'all. Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. This is called Looking at Me by Trippy Dolan. Guitar talk.
Darker.
Everybody looking at me. Is my aura that confusing? Let them go on, make assumptions. Just let them know that I'm not converting. Everybody looking at me. Is my aura that confusing? Let them go on, make assumptions. Let them know that I ain't converting. I'm back again with my way. See, they want me crashing out. It's them against me, I say it's me against me. I've been so chill, but they wanna get me heated. I've been so chill, but they wanna get me hot like I'm Pepper. You know me. Why else would they be looking? I ask myself, I don't want you to want some me, to want some me, to get me answers.
Darker.
Everybody looking at me. Is my aura that confusing? Let them go on, make assumptions. Just let them know that I'm not converting. Everybody looking at me. Is my aura that confusing?
I think there's something here, man. You know, I mean, it's a little rough on the hook for me. It's a little rough on the hook for me. I think some of the instrumentation is kind of cool. I think that this works, but it kind of doesn't. You know,
make assumptions. Just let them know that.
And I'm not sure if this is AI, right? Because I hear some vocals behind it that sound very well placed. So that starts to make me feel like it's AI.
I'm not converting. Everybody looking at me. Is my aura that confusing? Let them go and make assumptions. Let them know that I ain't converting. I'm back again with my way. See, they want me crashing out.
Yeah, those parts like those, like parts like that are like absolutely too loud. I want to make sure that you get your mix a little bit tighter on this.
Them against me, I say it's me against me. I've been so chill, but they wanna get me heated. I've been so chill, but they wanna get me hot like I'm Pepper. You know me. Why else would they be looking? I ask myself, I don't want you to want some me, to want some me, to get me answers.
Darker.
It look like we're using a track that has a tag in it. Yo, man, use the vocal use the stem separator. Take that out, man. Like, or buy the beat, man. At least give them that. So look, Trippy Dolan, man. I don't really have an issue with the way this is structured. I think it's structured decently. I just feel like your mixes need to be a little bit different. Outside of the way that the song is moving, I don't really have too much of an opinion on it. As far as where the song is really at, like I think it could work for some people. You know, if we can get the mix to sound a little bit technically sound, and just making sure that the areas of the vocal performance are evened out, and matching the music a little bit. If we can kind of get there, I think we'll be all right. But man, thanks for submitting on this, man. Shout out to my guys that's in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out Dirty South Radio, man. What's up? Shout out to y'all, man, that's jumping into the live. We've been doing this thing for quite a few nights, man, and it's like, woof. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if my exhaustion is showing, but man, I'm trying to push through it. Shout out to everybody that's jumping in. We're just gonna listen to a few more joints before we jump in and out. Pause. This is Troublesome, made by Jackay. It's a beat. Let's take a listen to it. Let's see where it's at. Nope, it's not on YouTube. It is gone. This one is gone. try the next one. The Old Haunted House. Instrumental using the jazz song. Not quite the wheelhouse tonight, folks. I'm sorry. We're just not going to be able to do that tonight. But thank you for submitting on that one. We got a person that just sent in a skip. This is what's that? Ain't a Stone. Back Up. Let's take a listen to it. This person just decided to jump the line in front of people so we can listen to the joint. Like an AI.
Don't come too close.
It is AI. If you're in the building.
Slow down. Don't come too close. You need a backup, nigga. Yeah. You need to back up, nigga. You too close, so let me remind ya. I'm not your girl, was a try, bruh. You looking lost, I'm not that one gon' find ya. You need a backup, nigga. You moving fast, but I like it slow. You in my body, but you don't know how I decide who get let inside. You feel the heat, but you can't get close. I see the way that you watch my lips, thinking you next, but you not on this. You gotta earn what I give away. I don't just fold, I make you wait. Like test, but I pull it back. That tension build when I move like that. You want control, but I hold the line. I let you look, but you can't have mine. Don't get ahead, don't cross that line. You feel the pull, but that's by design. I like the chase when it's done just right, but I don't get what you didn't earn tonight. I need to back up, nigga. You're too close, so let me remind ya. I'm not your girl, one to try, but you look at.
What just happened? Is it over?
You look, but you can't have mine. Don't get ahead, don't cross that line. You feel the pull, but that's by design. I like the chase when it's done just right, but I don't get what you didn't earn tonight. I need to back up, nigga. You're too close, so let me remind ya. I'm not your girl, one to try, but you look at.
So, check this out, man. Right, and again, this is just me. When I'm listening to this joint right now, who's that? He says 256. Got to skip the line, man. You know, you right now, some of the folks have been in this line now for over a month. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only on here for about 30 minutes to an hour a night, man. You know, we're working on real things, real time. Shout out to Max B, French Montana. Cosmo Brothers coming soon. $1 Million Baby 4 coming soon. Production by us. You know, so, you know, and when people continue to skip the line, basically, when people skip the line, if you're if you're just waiting in line, your place doesn't really move, you know. I don't know if people understand it. But, you know, we're doing the best that we can and try to do with the time that we have. So with this record, I know this record is AI. I know that, right? Like, thank you for submitting it. I like the way that some of the AI music sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one thing that we do notice is that And I've been saying this about people who are using AI to write their songs, because some folks are saying that they're songwriters using AI to write their songs. Excuse me. We have to make sure that we're still using appropriate song structure, because even in this tune, there are elements of this hook that could have probably repeated and could have drove home a better replay value. And then there's other elements here where the verse looks like it goes on for 16 bars, where it should have went back into the hook way before it got there. So like just for the sake of illustration, for people who are just jumping in and people who just don't understand the process in which, I may be trying to evaluate stuff, just listen to it, and I'm going to break it down in real time so that you understand exactly where I'm coming from, and making sure that you're implementing these type of things into your music so that it can give more impact.
Slow down. Don't come too close. You need a backup, nigga. Yeah. You need to back up, nigga. You too close, so let me remind ya. I'm not your girl on the track, bruh. You looking lost, I'm not that one gon' find ya. You need a backup, nigga. You moving fast, but I like it slow. You in my body, but you don't know.
So I feel like, although the hook is pretty cool, and we're using, the perfect harmony, and like this is how you can sometimes tell when it comes to AI, like the words that people are not supposed to be using in songs tend to be perfectly harmonized in Suno. So if it's the N word or if it's curse words, they for whatever reason seem to be beautifully harmonized in Suno. That's how you know immediately that it's an AI, right? Anything that's derogatory, that's or kind of a shock value type record that has perfect harmony, most times you can tell it's an AI, right? At this point. But I feel like that hook is 8 bars, but I feel like it could actually be split into 4 and repeated, right? And then that verse goes on for about 16 bars before the hook comes back in, which I think is entirely too long. So I think for good impact, this thing probably needs to go about 12 bars max and then come back to the hook. Now it looks like they just submitted, they submitted to me was a snippet. It's only a minute and 30 seconds long with an AI image, which, the AI image is cool, and even if you're going to use AI images, I think now, considering where everything is between Seed Dance, Higgsfield, between where Midjourney and all these places are now, like you guys have to can't really go for the generic AI look anymore, AI artist look. If you're gonna really try to really promote the AI artist, you have to really go for real, true semi-realism. And you're gonna have to understand how to prompt for semi-realism to get us there, so that it's almost indistinguishable from what's human versus what's kind of AI. And the only way for you to do that is for you to really kind of find good reference images, and sometimes the way to go is to probably use reference images that are based off of like cell phone selfies and things of that nature, so that they don't look heavily airbrushed. And then what happens is you have to prompt it to give it realistic skin tones and realistic skin imperfections. If you don't understand how to do that, now again, you got to get into that Future Producer Society, because we will be talking about those things and how to really prompt in those kind of ways to make sure that we get semi-realism, and to make sure that your AI artist is going to look as real as possible, especially when we're going into the video elements. Video elements right now are pretty strong, so you just have to have the right tools. Reno 12, what up? But Anna Stone, thank you for this, man. I thank you for submitting it. I like the music overall. With those tweaks, I think we can have a really good winner. Just tell us where you're from if you're still in the chat, and just tell us what your goal is with the AI artist. If you're trying to get songwriting situations going, or if you're trying to promote the AI artist as an independent artist, I'd like to kind of know. So, Thank you for submitting, man. Listen, we're doing a lot of music reviews. We're on here for a little bit while longer. Hold on 1 second. What my folks saying on TikTok? Yo, is the TikTok comments froze? So some of my guys, let me know if the joint is working or not. Because it don't look like it's moving. It's not coming up on my other feed. I see my Twitch stuff, but I don't see my TikTok stuff coming up. Don, what up, man? Oh, nah, you in the building. Okay. It's working. Okay, y'all just chilling then. Shout out to y'all. This joint is called Church Hurt, man, by, Venice. Let's see what this sound like, man. We're going to get into it, like I said, maybe like a handful more, maybe 1 or 2 more joints. So, before we get out of here.
Situation seem to fall out, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got this call now, need attention. Lord, no, I'm not perfect, Lord, you know that I got my.
We don't take no L.
Yeah, did you really accept him? Or just playing a part? Things will get hard. I know how it goes. He gave you his strength for free. Well, not really free. His life was a fiend, but he came back to life. So in that book, I know he died for me. Some people church hurt, yeah. I'm trying to tell you that's not Jesus. Some people hurt worse, yeah. That just gives you way more reasons to follow the King of Kings, yeah. The Messiah of God, the one for me. He's standing right there, but you gotta fight him. He said, like, come to me. Situations seem to fall out, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got his call now, need attention. Lord, you know I'm not perfect, God, you know that I got my issues. Yeah, I go through it, yeah, I started storm, but I rode through it, They said he won't do it, but he came through me, I know he moving on. He said if I got a king by my side, then what battle am I losing on? I took my time away from the Lord, but now it's just I'm choosing on.
Yo, this is actually hot, yo. Listen, this is actually tough, man. This is tough. Listen, this record, man, it probably needed to start here.
You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got this call now, need attention. Lord, no, I'm not perfect, Lord, you know that I got my.
We don't take no L.
Or actually, I would have liked it to have started. Like, see where it had that little drop?
Got this call now, need attention. Lord, no, I'm not perfect, Lord, you know that I got my.
Like, ooh, right?
We don't take no L.
Lord, I'm not perfect, right? Let's go.
Yeah, did you really accept him? Or just playing a part? Things will get hard. I know how it goes. He gave you his strength for free. Well, not really free. His life was a fiend, but he came back to life. So in that book, I know he died for me. Some people church hurt, yeah. I'm trying to tell you that's not Jesus. Some people hurt worse, yeah. That just gives you way more reasons to follow the King of Kings, yeah.
This actually sounds pretty good, dog.
The Messiah of God, the one.
Like he's hitting the like when I hear some of these other guys trying to do this joint where you got the music that's really loud and guys is trying to do like the auto tune on top, but they're not doing it audibly. They're not doing it so we can hear the lyrics. They're not doing it so that we can hear the actual melody. Like you can actually sing this song with him, right? Because now we're not even talking about the context of the message, right? We haven't even gotten to that yet. We haven't gotten to the lyrics yet. The only thing we're talking about, we're just talking about the way this guy is in the right pitch, tone, hitting the notes and the singing to make this record go, right? I just feel like we should be using the strongest parts of the song, which is the part where the beat drop. And this is the strongest part of the record thus far.
He's standing right there, but you gotta fight him. He said like, come to me. Situation seem to fall out, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got his call now, need a tissue. But he know I'm not perfect, God, he know that I got my issues. Yeah, I go through it, yeah, I started storm, but I rode through it, They said he won't do it, but he came through me, I know he moving on. He said if I got a king by my side, then what battle am I losing on? I took my time away from the Lord, but now it's just I'm choosing on. Don't know what he doing, but I know he doing, so I'm trusting in it. Looking at my past, and yeah, I know he did it. Standing on that rock, and I can't leave my pivot on. On a mission on, how to listen on. I gotta make sure I'm locked in with the king, switch up the way I was living on. Situation seem to fall out, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got his call now, need a tissue. But he know I'm not perfect, God, he know that I got my issues. Situation seem to fall out, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got his call now, need a tissue. But he know I'm not perfect, God, he know that I got my issues.
Listen, and then I think that probably needs to be the hook. I got my issues. I'm not perfect, Lord. I got my issues. And then just keep riding on it. I got my issues.
We don't take no L.
This is dope.
Yeah, did you really accept him or just playing a part? Things will get hard, you know how it goes. He gave you his strength for free, well not really free. His life was a fiend, but he came back to life. So in that book, I know he died for me. Some people church hurt, yeah. I'm trying to tell you that's not Jesus. Some people hurt worse, yeah. That just gives you way more reasons to follow the King of Kings, yeah. The Messiah to go, the one for me. He's standing right there, but you gotta fight him. He said like, come to me. Situation.
Right, so even in this case, he never does he even repeat this part of the song? Because the name of the song is Church Hurt, and he could have used that as the hook, or I think he had, but he never says it again.
Seen it fall out, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got his call now, need a tissue.
Y'all listening to this shit?
But he know I'm not perfect, God, he know that I got my issues. Yeah, I go through it, yeah, I started storm, but I rode through it, They said he won't do it, but he came through me, I know he moving on. He said if I got a king by my side, then what battle am I losing on? I took my time away from the Lord, but now it's just I'm choosing on. Don't know what he doing, but I know he doing, so I'm trusting in it. Looking at my past, and yeah, I know he did it. Standing on that rock, and I can't leave my pivot on. On a mission on, how to listen on. I gotta make sure I'm locked in with the king, switch up the way I was living on. Situation seem to fall out, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got his call now, need a tissue. But he know I'm not perfect, God, he know that I got my issues.
Yeah, man, he needed to come back to the hook. He didn't come back to the hook. Oh man, listen, he has a what I would call a tonal banger. Like his song currently has damn near the perfect tone, pitch, cadence, pacing, rap. Like he is so in the pocket that like you can't help but just this record is a vibe. This record will go. So this is my real suggestion here is that we have to structure this record for maximum replay value because you have all of the right elements. The beats are there. You have the semblance of the hook there. we have to take this piece of the puzzle and we have to arrange it properly. The song just needs to be arranged better. If we arrange this song better, it would have far more impact. You just have to arrange it better. We have to be able to take the first parts of the hook where we say we're church hurt, and we have to determine if we're going to repeat that. It has to be determined if we're going to repeat that. I repeat, it should not just play once. And this is what's happening now, is that we only have the semblance of the hook only really playing one time. And we can't do that. Like, we have to be able to take that and sandwich that into in between the way that these lyrics are going and the way that this beat is going. Because this beat has all of the perfect structural breakdowns. It has the strong hook. It has the breathing of the area for you to breathe in terms of the artistry for your verses. And then it has the area where it breaks down, where it builds back up, right? Builds back up before that hook comes in. And when that hook comes in, it can be a true monster. But guys got to listen to this joint, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're constructing your music, you have to listen to it to create it, to make this, you have to listen to make these kind of impacts. Like it needs to break down. It needs to start to build back up. People have to start to feel really connected to the ride that the record takes you on from beginning to end. Remember, it's like a roller coaster. So it needs to do that for us. It needs to put us in a position where we're driving, and before we know it, we're way over the speed limit and the police are pulling us over, right? So that's how you know that the song is doing what it gotta do, because it got you out of the zone. You're not even realizing what you're doing. You're just realizing that it just got you mentally and emotionally, just you're out of there. So this is when we know that music is at its most powerful, and we got to get people into these zones, man. It's like, I don't want to call it the zombie zone, but that's really where it is. It's where now nothing else really matters, right? Whether you're roller skating, whether you're out with your chick, whether you're driving fast, whether you're, whatever you're doing, it's supposed to just take you there and make sure that you stay there. And then when the song ends, it's like, nah, man, bring it back, because I just created a moment in my life, a snapshot that I'm always going to remember. And that's really the power of the music. So for folks who are not really familiar with it and don't understand, like this is what we're striving for as musicians. This is what we're striving for as people who are in this thing. We're here to help people get into the soundtracks of their lives. And if we're not creating those music beds, then what the hell are we doing this shit for? Right? So this guy got a record right now that I like this shit. And I know it's a religious record, and I shouldn't be cursing over it. But it's just so tough. I got some trap stuff that would really, boy, I'd like to hear him on.
But you seen the fallout, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really
even the singing in the background is on point.
you got this call now,
The harmonies and all of that.
this call now, need attention. But you know I'm not perfect, God, you know that I got my issues.
Y'all want to know who's on the beat too, yo. Yo, whoever produced this, this shit tough, dog. I got props on that one. Props. Whoever produced this one tough, man. I gotta find this cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, this tough. Every now and again, I'm gonna come across a heater, man, that makes me happy. Everybody knows when I hear some heaters, boy, I like a heater every now and again. Shout out to them folks, man. That one was called Church Hurt, man. Listen, man, that's a dope one right there. Yeah, I'm gonna pull them up. You know what I'm saying? I got the info. Listen, man, this is the whole point of this, man. We get the information. We need the information. Information is so I know who's who and who's what. Keep trying to tell y'all, man. For my producers in the building, you better go find them. Go find him. Find him before he breaks north, because he's gonna break north. He's right there. You know what I'm saying? All we got to do is see if he got everything else in order, meaning if he likes to do his videos, if he got his content game good. Like, those are the other nuances so that you can pay attention to. But his music is solid. You know, we just got to see if he's consistent and really, you know, a workaholic. Because in this business, you got to be a workaholic. And if you ain't that, you know, like, you know what I mean? And I think I want to kind of give some clarification when I tell folks that we're looking to collab. I want to clarify it. I have to make folks understand what it is, right? Like when we're saying that we're looking for people, I know people might just think about it. Well, damn, I got a dope song. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. No, that's not all that matters. It's not all that matters. You know what I'm saying? I think probably the most important thing right now for us as producers, or for anybody that's establishing the music business that want to work with new artists, I think the most important thing for an artist to have now in 2026 is the right temperament. I repeat, I think the most important thing for an artist to have right now, for anybody that wants to collab or work with them, an established artist who's already made their money and who really don't need to help anybody, I think people have to understand that the most important thing you have to have is a good temperament. You have to be able to deal with the rejection of the music industry. You have to be able to deal with the highs and lows. You have to be able to deal with when things are going good. You have to be able to deal with when shit is really fucked up. And if you don't have the right temperament for it, then it's not going to be for you. And then what's going to happen is that you're going to turn around and you're going to point fingers and you're going to blame people for when things are not going your way, right? And I think that is probably like our largest fear when we try to work with people, is who has the right temperament to and the accountability to make sure that they are doing everything that they're supposed to do, right? Without being told to do it, right? Without being told that, hey, man, you got to get up and you got to go to the studio. Hey, you got to go up. You got to get your songs going together. Hey, you got to get up. You got to do your social media. Like, hey, you got to go to the gym. You got to do whatever it is that you got to do as an artist, right? Like, if you're not doing what you got to do as an artist, how the fuck can we help you, right? We can't help you if you're not doing the basic things for yourself. So I think one of the most important things, again, and then when we tell you that you have to do that, you have to have the temperament to be able to deal with that kind of feedback. You have to be able to say, okay, you know what? Let me look at me. Let me make sure that I'm doing everything that I need to do. And if artists don't have that, then that kind of creates a situation where, you know, you're not finding people that really want to help and get involved, right? Because what happens is in 2026 is that we see a large amount of people who have entitlement syndromes. And that just doesn't work. You know, you can't work with people who are entitled. If you feel like you're entitled, then there's just no way to work with these kind of people. If you feel like you're above reproach and we can't give you any recommendations, we can't give you any feedback, we can't give you anything in terms of you're not willing to take new information and willing to learn, and then you're not willing to do the work, like how can we work with it? So I want people to understand that it really goes beyond just having dope songs. It really comes down to having great interpersonal skills. It really breaks down to having really good work ethic, right? And these are the things that make people want to help you. You know what I'm saying? So not only is it good music, but it's also having those other intangible things and having a little bit of integrity, right? A little bit of integrity goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand everybody got to get their paper and everybody got to get what they got to get. But a little bit of integrity, man, a little bit of respect and respect for other people, hey, man, it goes a long way. You know? And, you know, do what you say you're going to do. You know, that's really the thing, you know? You know, or at least attempt to try to do what you say you're going to do. You know? We're not asking for perfection, you know? We're asking for progress, right? So I think there's a key difference here, you know. So shout out to everybody that's jumping into the line, man. I think I'm gonna wrap this up tonight. But I gotta listen to this church hunt again, man. This joint, that joint, boy, that was my joint right there. I'm gonna get out the building with this church hurt joint, man, by Venezuela, man. Y'all go find this guy. The producer in the building, go find this guy. I don't think he's gonna be a free agent much longer.
Situations seem to fall out, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got this call now, need attention. Lord, no, I'm not perfect, Lord, you know that I got my accept him or just playing a part, things will get hard. I know how it goes. He gave you the strength for free, well not really free. His life was a thing, but he came back to life. So in that book, I know he died for me. Some people church hurt, yeah. I'm trying to tell you that's not Jesus. Some people hurt worse, yeah. That just gives you way more reasons to follow the King of Kings, yeah. The Messiah, the God, the one for me. He's standing right there, but you gotta fight him. He said like, come to me. Situations seem to fall out, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got his call now, need a tissue. Lord, you know I'm not perfect, God, you know that I got my issues. Yeah, I go through it, yeah, I started storm, but I rolled through it, They said he won't do it, but he came through me, I know he moving on. He said if I got a king by my side, then what battle am I losing on? I took my time away from the Lord, but now I said I'm choosing on. Don't know what he doing, but I know he doing, so I'm trusting in it. Looking at my past, and yeah, I know he did it. Standing on that rock, and I can't leave my pivot on. On a mission, how to listen on. I gotta make sure I'm locked in with the king, switch up the way I was living on. Situations seem to fall out, I don't wanna fall out with you. You was there all my life, had my eyes closed, don't know how I missed you. And I just really got his call now, need attention. Lord, you know I'm not perfect, God, you know that I got my issues. Situations seem to fall out, I don't